What's up, y'all? I'm back out here at the range, as you can see. As you can also see, the shorts and the straw hat's gone because so is the warm weather. But that ain't gonna stop us from getting some testing done out here today, and we're gonna start it out with what should be a really nice 40 Smith & Wesson test. So we got the jelly contraption ready to roll with the chrono and 2 freshly melted blocks of gel. Not a single test done in these. Really nice and smooth and clear, so we'll get a really good picture of what goes on with this one. As you can see, I'm sticking with my heavy clothing barrier on this one with the layer of denim, layer of fleece, and 2 layers of a cotton t-shirt material. And what we're going to test today should be some really good stuff. We got the Underwood bonded jacketed hollow point in 165 grain 40 Smith & Wesson. Now obviously this is the gold dot projectile, as you can see there. Nice nickel plated case for the loading. The velocity on the box here is saying 1200 feet per second. Now this stuff is probably going to be pretty close to that out of our full size today, because I remember testing something similar to this in the 10 mil, but I believe it was a 135, and you talking about some massive expansion. I think that was the most expansion I've seen out of any round I've tested. So we're going to run it out of a couple different barrel lengths here. As you can see, I've got the full size Glock 22 with its 4.5-inch barrel, and then we've got the Glock 27 with the 3.5-inch barrel. So like I always mention, if you carry the 23, you're right in between these, so you could probably expect pretty much right in between performance. But I think this right here is going to be a good one. We should see some really nice performance out of those Underwood loaded gold dots. But let me get this stuff set up and let's check them out. All right, y'all, let's check some speeds. We'll run a 5-round average through each barrel length, starting with the Glock 27 first. Remember, the box is saying 1200. I really don't expect to see it out of this Glock 27, but should be interesting to see what they are moving. 1089, 1072, 1089 again, 1090, and I reckon I only put 4 rounds. Let me grab one more. Yeah, I only put 4 in there. I done forgot how to count today. Let's get this last one. And 1093, so pretty consistent from what I can remember. I tell you what, with it being cold out here, this little 27's got a little bit of a trigger slap on it, but let's go check that average. All right, so the 5-round average from this Glock 27 is 1086. I really kind of wanted a little bit more than that, expected to see and wanted to see a little bit more than that, but hopefully that still does okay in the gel. But let me get this reset and let's check out the Glock 22. All right, let's see what this Glock 22 can do for them. This one may hit the 1200. Y'all think this one's gonna hit the 1200? Let's see. We'll get a 5-round average. 1156. 1150. I don't know if I got another one on that or not. I couldn't tell. Might have went too fast on it. Yeah, I don't think we got that second one. 1145. 1136. Let me grab one more. All right, last one. And 1150, so not quite 1200, but it was definitely closer than the 27. Let's go check that average. All right, so the 5-round average from this Glock 22 was 1147 feet per second. And if you remember from the 27, it was 1086. So you're talking about 61 feet per second faster from the Glock 22. 61 feet per second, around 6% or so, 5-6%. Not a whole lot, but that seems about right for the barrel length difference. So be interesting to see what the difference looks like in the gel. Let me get this reset and y'all know what time it is. All right, y'all, it's Gold Bond jelly time. We'll put 1 round through each barrel in the gel down there, starting with the Glock 27 first. Let's see what these things can do. I still think they're gonna do pretty good. All right, look like a good hit. Let's go down there and check that out. All right, we're looking good down there from that Glock 27, so let's see what this 22 can do. Obviously, that one looks good. This one's probably gonna look even better. Well, let's see what we can do, y'all. All right, definitely, I believe that thing went completely out the side. Let me go check. Yeah, of course that one went out the side. I was trying to get it close to the front there so y'all could see it good. It was looking good till it got about midway and then curved on out. But let's see if I can do, I'm gonna try to put this one just back over to the right, I guess. Let's see what we get. All right, that one should be pretty good right there. Let's go check that out and see what we got. All right, let's check out what we got down here, y'all. First thing I wanted to show you, I actually found the round that came out right here, that first one I took from the Glock 22. Somehow it ended up about 2 feet from back where I sent it from. I'm not sure how it bounced exactly there because it came out the side right here. It might have hit this little crack right here between where my table folds and bounced back that way. But like I said, it was about 2 or 3 feet from where I was at back there beside the camera. But anyway, let's check out what we got down here. So at the top there, that was the Glock 27. As you can see, it comes in here, really nice disruption there, carrying that disruption all the way through the block of gel. It goes into this second one about probably a ½ inch and then basically rebounds and stops right there at the end of this first block. Looks like it is expanded, but you can definitely tell it's not expanded nearly as much as the one that I picked up here, that first one from the 22 or the other one down here from the 22. And obviously these two down here in the bottom are from the 22. The one on the top, that was the first one. As you can see, it comes in here, very nice disruption. You can tell immediately it expanded, carries on through the block, and then pops out right here. And there you see it there. Like I say, it bounced back there about 2 or 3 feet from where I started from. And then the second one's right up under it. Again, pretty much the same story. Very nice disruption as soon as it comes in. Nice spiraling action going on there through the first block into the second block. Looks like maybe 3.5, maybe 4 inches into this second block here. Looks like it did turn a little sideways. Now the bottom right there may have had a little something to do with it turning a little bit and getting a little bit more tumble out of it. It didn't actually touch the bottom, but it's kind of a thin air bubble type of area up under the gel right there. But here's your little overhead view. This one right here, again, that was from the Glock 27. As you can see, really nice wound channel, really nice disruption. Pops into that second block. You can see what I mean though there. Once we pull it, you'll really be able to see good, but you can tell that's not really fully expanded like it should be. And then again here on the bottom, that's the two from the Glock 22. Very nice disruption, very nice wound channel carrying all the way through the block. You can see that one pops out there. And then the second one, you can see it sitting down there, definitely expanded much more than that 27 did. So as far as our penetration here on the Glock 27, it actually went into this second block 3/4 of an inch. So 16 3/4 of an inch on that Glock 27. Now on the Glock 22, obviously that first one popped out the side there at about 16.5, and then the second one's resting down there at the bottom at exactly 19 3/4. All right, let's check out these projectiles, y'all. So this one right here, this one's out of the Glock 27. It actually expanded a lot better than what it looked like in the gel. It makes a lot of sense though, because these being bonded, even if it just pushed the pedals out, it's bringing some lead with it since it's bonded to it. So at your Glock 27, actual nice expansion on that one right there. Now obviously you can tell it didn't fully expand like it could, like it's got the potential of doing, but still plenty of expansion for me. And then these right here are the one out of the 22. This was the first one that popped out the side right there. As you can see, that one is just fantastic. I mean, that's amazing. Perfect expansion nearly on that one. It probably could have had a little more even, but for what you working with the heavy clothing and the velocity we had, that right there is beautiful expansion. Now this one right here that didn't pop out, that was down there at the bottom, the second one we took, it almost looks like the 27 there, other than it kind of folded back a little bit more on one side of it, but the other side basically looks like the 27 there. And you can actually tell in the gel here, there's a definite difference in the look of those wound channels. This one here that's got the weird expansion, that's the one at the bottom. It's got that spiral looking action just because of the way it probably stayed out like that. This one here folded back so much, or this one here folded back so much that it didn't have the jagged sharp edges sticking out, so you don't have that spiral look to it. But either one of them, now don't get me wrong, I'm nitpicking picking here. All three of these, I think so far, did a fantastic job. But let's get some measurements on them and see what we're working with there. We'll get the weights on them. We'll start with the 27. They all started at 165, obviously. And that one from the 27 is exactly 165.0. So it looks like no kind of loss. It actually got a little piece of cloth down there, you can see even. And then these here out of the Glock 22, we'll start with this one that expanded the most. This one is 164.6. So a couple little crumbs maybe lost on that. Could be tolerances in manufacturing. And then this one here with the irregular expansion is 164.2. So same deal, could have lost a little bit, could just be tolerances in the manufacturing. And now as far as the expansion on them, we'll start with this Glock 27 here first. We got 632, 618, and 619, so some really nice expansion from that one. And then for the Glock 22, we'll start with this really irregular one first here. You got 571 and 596, so nice expansion on that one still, even though it just is really irregular. And then this other Glock 22, you got 616.60 and 609, so really nice expansion again on that one. And there you have it, y'all, the Underwood loaded gold dot bonded jacketed hollow points. Great performance on all three of these in my opinion. Just plenty of expansion, plenty of penetration, really nice disruption in the gel here. The cloth didn't seem to bother it a whole lot. Now you can kind of tell it did affect it a little bit maybe, or it could have been the lower velocity. I expected a little bit more out of these just because of the velocity. I thought we might see that 1200 on the Glock 22, but obviously not. So at the velocities that we got, again, I think these had fantastic performance. All right, y'all, that's it for the first test of the day for another good 40 Smith & Wesson round. Like I said, I think these rounds did good through both barrel lengths. I kind of did expect a little more out of them, though. If they would have hit that 1200, we probably would have seen a little bit more expansion out of them and probably the same penetration, but who knows? That's just all speculation. Either way, like I said, I think they performed really well through both barrel lengths, especially through this heavy clothing, so I wouldn't have a problem at all carrying these. But y'all let me know what y'all's thoughts are on them. Does some of y'all out there with 40 carry these gold dots loaded by Underwood? Do you carry the gold dot loaded directly from Spear? Let me know what your thoughts are on them. If you did enjoy this video, take a second if you would and hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and click that bell notification icon so you can get notified when I upload new stuff. Y'all take a second to check out those affiliate links in the video description. If you shop through Amazon, hit up that storefront link down there first. You go straight through Amazon like normal. It don't cost you any extra money, no extra time, and anything you buy off of Amazon after that, I get a kickback from them towards the channel. Same deal with those axle links down there. I'm using these GS Extreme earbuds right now, still under my ear flaps and all, keeping my ears warm so I don't have to worry about big bulky ear muffs sticking out there or anything like that. If you're in the market for some really nice ear pro, check those things out, go through those links, and you can save a pile of money instead of hitting their site directly. Like I always tell you, I appreciate all my Range Gang members and every single one of y'all out there for supporting the channel. I got a bunch of good stuff planned for out here today, so be on the lookout for that. And in the meantime, stay safe, stay prepared, and I'll see y'all soon.